Hey, good morning. This is a really, really quick one this week because we're getting ready to go on holiday. So I've got a million things to do before we go. And I'm still, as I said, writing my second book at the moment. So I think, what am I on? I think I'm on, Christ, I'm up to about 60 pages. So I've got a long way to go and I want to do some more literally before I go. So I've got to do that. And but the sun's out and it's warm and I'm not cold, even though I'm sat here in a hoodie. It's still not that warm, but it is better than what it was. The rain apparently is back on the weekend, but it did stop for a while. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to be a lot warmer. Although it doesn't matter to me too much, because as I say, I'm off on holiday, and we are going to Thailand and Singapore, as you all know, and yeah, I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. Now I'm surprised. Look, I haven't. How can I describe this? Okay, I've still got that health anxiety in the back of my head, and obviously every time I've been abroad, the last two times anyway, I've come back with some ghastly infection of Staphylococcus aureus and penicillin resistant. So I've constantly got that in the back of my mind, and yeah, it scares me because how quick that infection took hold. Sorry, I got itchy nose, thinking about allergies today as well. Um, so yeah, it's within a few days I had it was traveling up my arm. It was awful, absolutely awful. So I'm still mindful of what can go wrong, and I am doing my damnedest to protect myself under those circumstances. Now, short of just taking my own doctor with me, I've had to take a variety of different measures, including um, creams and band aids just to protect my arms because this is where I seem to get it in my elbows. I assume it's where I'm sat on a plane and my elbows rest on the the sides of the seats. There's possibly some you know whatever there, and it's got into my system that way. So I am wearing long sleeve clothes on the plane at least, and I'm going to be careful where I put my elbows. I mean, God Almighty, it's incredible, really, the things one has to do to avoid these things. But I really, really do not want it again. It's it's a horrendous thing. It really is, and it kind of I had to take an extra week off from my holiday last time in order to go on IV antibiotics in hospital. So I've got to do my best to protect me as much as possible. My job as well. I've got a job to do when I get back. So yeah, I've taken actually a few days off at the back end of my holiday just in case. Um, but I'm gonna, I'm taking that what's it called, chlorhexidine with me, which is basically a surgical scrub, which I was advised to use. I've got to be very careful with it because it's quite abrasive and harsh. So I'm going to do what you do is you do like a complete body wash with it for 5 days just to decolonize the skin should you have anything on you. And then I will probably use it every 2 or 3 days while I'm away as well, just to hopefully protect myself more. Whether it works or not, I don't know. I just don't know. And also, when I get back, I've got to deal with glaucoma. So I had a message from my optometrist yesterday telling me I need to get back in and have another test. And I think I have to have them done every 6 months now. And that 6 months will expire on the 30th of September. So I'm going to have a test as soon as I get back, really. Well, I'm going to leave it for a week. So it will be slightly over, a couple of weeks over, but I think that will be fine. I was considering getting it done before I went, but to be honest with you, if the news is bad, I really don't want to be on holiday with all that sort of anxiety in the back of me. I just want to go, enjoy myself, forget about it, and then deal with it when I get back. That's all I can do, really. And yeah, so I've still got those anxieties in the back of my head, and they're always going to be there. I'm kind of ruling out certain ones as I go along, like with the cardiac problems, etc. They kind of been ruled out ish. So fingers crossed. The glaucoma can be sorted one way or another. So whether it's eye drops or whatever, I don't know. I see. Actually, for me, I don't actually notice anything myself, and but they said you won't on the initial stages. But I will have to have it treated at some stage. They're not treating it at the moment, but I will have to. What with Daryl and his macular degeneration, we're going to be two blind old men together. Gosh. Oh. Anyway. So yes, Singapore and Thailand. We're going to Thailand first, obviously. We're staying in a couple of hotels. Our usual hotel in Pranakorn, so we can go to our favourite restaurant at So Samson and see the girls there on our anniversary. Our anniversary is on the 22nd of September. I hope that's right. It is right. And then we're staying at another hotel, a more luxurious hotel in the centre after that. So we're going, it's a more lively area as well. One of the things with glaucoma is you've got to be careful with the amount of alcohol you drink and caffeine. So I'm going to have to cut back on my alcohol intake on holiday, which isn't a bad thing, to be honest. I don't really drink anyway, unless I'm away on holiday. And I promised Justin I'll have a few Singapore slings at raffles in Singapore. But at $60 a pop, there's going to be literally two. That's it. I mean, that's going to cost me, like, both of us, $250. So, God, that's a lot of money just for a couple of drinks. So yes, I have got that excuse that I won't be drinking too much anyway. I don't smoke anymore, which is a good thing. That's brilliant. And Singapore are very strict on smoking and vaping and all that type of stuff. So I'm well aware of that. Luckily, Daryl doesn't either, and he's got his Nicorette spray that he uses every now and again, but otherwise he's fine. He's going to be around Justin, so whether or not he has a sneaky fag, it's holiday, whatever. I don't mind. So yeah, I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. I've been looking at the weather. Bangkok doesn't change anyway. That's going to be 36 degrees, very humid, and this is the big problem with staph. The humidity is a great breeding ground for that type of infection, especially if you've got an open cut. I did have an open cut on my elbow, a few weeks ago. It has healed, much as I think. I will keep an eye on it and I will cover it if necessary. So I've just got to be as medically aware as I possibly can be. And we're going to be doing some different things in Thailand. So we're going to be seeing some things that we haven't seen before, going to some more arty areas, I believe. There's a big bookshop there I want to see as well. As you all know, I love books. So there's a few different things we will be doing. I want to do that river cruise on the anniversary day, which for me is always a delight. I love going along the Chao Phraya River in Bangkok. It's a wonderful experience. So I will definitely be doing that, and we'll be stopping off at a few historic places. But we want to see some more historic places outside of Bangkok itself, and you can get there on the MRT, the light railway. I think that's the best idea anyway. And in Singapore, well, it's we're going to be doing A lot of different things, really. Probably things that are going to cause me anxiety, like tall buildings and stuff. I find if I'm in an enclosed space in a tall building, it's quite weird. But if I'm in this enclosed area, surrounded by glass, I'm absolutely fine. No problems at all. I can look down, etc. But as soon as I'm outside to the elements and I can, I see this panorama of buildings around me, it becomes a problem. I have spoken to a doctor about it before, and my desire to jump off tall buildings, it's a weird one. What it is it's a brain physical disconnection as such. So the physical body, as a rule, the brain tells it to move away from dangerous situations, whereas mine says, oh, jump off. It's really odd, but it is a thing. I have sort of investigated it. So it is an actual thing. And my doctor said to me, he said, well, maybe don't go too close to the edge. Well, that's a given, really. That goes without saying. I am not going towards the edge of a tall building. The first one, I've said this before in various videos, the Empire State Building was okay. So Mark Square actually it's not so high, but the wind was astronomical and the bloody tower was swaying backwards and forwards. I could feel it. And that's when I had this weird desire. That's when it first sort of manifested, if you like. And God, when we did Taiwan and we went up the building there, it was fine because I was in this enclosed space, which makes it very different. And it's a weird one. But I know Justin wants to go to that something by the bay, hotel by the bay, whatever it's called. He wants to go to that hotel. Not staying there at $1,000 a night, but there's this. Yeah, just wanted to go and see it. You can go up there. There's the bar up there. You can take photos, whatever. So I'll probably sit right near the bar, have a few drinks if they're not too expensive, and try and enjoy myself a little bit. And it's going to be a very different holiday because we are seeing someone from our past, and I haven't seen Justin for about 10 years, and it's going to be an absolute delight to see him such. And I don't think he's changed much from his social media posts. I think he's still the same old Justin, really. But he's done very well for himself, and he's got a fantastic career behind him now. And I think, like us all, we've kind of moved away from the partying aspect of our life that was so prominent back then. And and of course it's our 30th anniversary together, 22nd September 1995, and obviously our 10th wedding anniversary, same date, 20 years later. So that's the reason we're there, and that's the reason we tend to go away this time of year. Next year's going to be different. We're going to be going away when it's colder here. But this is an important anniversary to us, and we've made it. We made it 30 years, and I think we're both rightly proud of that milestone. So it's going to be nice. It'd be nice eating in that restaurant on our anniversary, our favourite restaurant, and it'd be nice there, being there with people that we love. And I can't wait to see, really. So that's it. Not much more to say. The next time you'll hear from me will be blogs on holiday, and I'll be trying to blog every single day, and I look forward to doing it. So ciao for now.